So, hello everyone. Today in this video, we'll be discussing about tuple data type. So, we have already discussed about list, and I said that list is a mutable data type, and we have already discussed in previous video that tuple is immutable. So, what does mutable and immutable mean? Mutable means we can do operations like adding to the list and removing from the list. All such operations can be done. Basically, to an already created list, if you can make any changes, that means that it's mutable. Whereas after creating the list, if you can't do any of these adding or removal operations, then we call it as immutable. So let's see how tuple is working over here. So basically, in this variable, we are keeping 1879 tuple, and to denote as tuple, we can use these brackets. Whereas in case of list, we will be using square brackets. Okay. So here, if we see in this tuple also, we can contain multiple data types. Like this is integer, and this is a string, and this is a tuple, this is a float, like that. Let's see if it's giving any error or not. No, it's not giving error because tuple also support multiple data types like this. So let's assign something to the first index. So if we do that, it is giving us type error. Why is it giving type error? Because it is a immutable data type, but we are trying to assign something. That's why it is giving us type error. So in list, if we see, we have discussed several methods like append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, and sort. Let's see what does each operation mean and can it be applicable in case of tuple or not. We'll discuss now. So when it comes to append will add some element at the last index or at the last, we can simply say. So we have already said that it is immutable, tuple is immutable. So we can't do this operation because it will be modifying the tuple. So this operation can't be done. And there is another function called as clear. What this clear will do, it will remove all the elements from the list. So if we apply it on tuple, it should also remove all the elements from that particular tuple. But tuple is immutable. So this operation also can't be done. And when it comes to copy, when we are assigning something, the memory reference will also be same. But if by using copy, we'll change those references so that if we change anything in future, it will not get reflected in the other list. But in case of hmm, tuple, we can't change anything. So there is no need of copy itself. Okay. So I hope you understood the point that I wanted to make. And similarly, when it comes to count, count is not changing anything. So we can use count in case of tuple. And similarly, there is a function called as extend. What this extend will do, it will concatenate two lists. So let's say if we tell like L1 dot extend L2, then it will concatenate L1 and L2 and keep it in L1. Okay. So tuple can't be like modified like that. So this can't be done. So till now in the discussed functions, only count can be done. Similarly, let's see which all functions can be done in this. So if we see the index, what it will be doing, whatever element will give, if it is present in the list, it will be returning us that specific index. If not, it will give rise to an error. So it is not modifying the list. So we can use this function in tuple also because it will not modify the tuple if we use this particular function. So in tuple, we can have copy and also index. Insert will we have, just think of it sometime, and pop, remove, reverse, and sort. Uh, these we will not have. Why is that? Because these will be updating the uh, tuple in somehow if we are using this. Okay. And tuple is immutable. That's why we can't have all these operations. So in all these, we can use count and also index. So let's see how to use those. So if we see tuple 1 dot count 8 comma 2, so in this tuple 1 we have 8 comma 2 once, so it will return us number of times, so it's 1. And similarly, let's see if there is 8 comma 5 is present or not. It is not present, so it should return 0. And this dot index, we know it will return the index of this element. So here it is present at first index, so it should return 1. And similarly, if we check it for 8 comma 3, it will give raised to error that we have already discussed in list. Okay, if you forgot, please go through that video. And so it's giving raised to error because this is not there in this particular tuple. So let's see the next one. Here I am saying from first index check where 8 comma 2 is present. So in the first index itself it is present, so it will not give us any error. Now I am asking it to check it from second index to fourth index, and fourth is excluded in this case. So if we see, it is not present in second to fourth index, that is second and third, this one and this one. In these 8 comma 2 is not present, so it will also give rise to error. And as in list, in tuple also, we can use same indexing and slicing concept. So tuple of 0 will give us the first element, and tuple of 1 will give us the second element, and tuple of -1 will be giving us the last element, and tuple of -3 will be giving us the last third element. And what does this do? Did you guys remember? This will give us all the elements. Okay. If we are not mentioning anything, it will just give us all the elements. So it will be giving all the elements from the tuple. In tuple, we have 1879. So it is returning 1879. Okay. So in tuple 1 also we can apply this. So here it is returning all this. And this we have already discussed in list. This will be our starting index, and this will be our ending index, and this will be our step size. So just think of how our output will be in this case, and let then observe whether it is same or not. So here if we see, here it is giving only AI. So basically it will start at second index, that is this one, and it will move by 2. So there is nothing present over here. That's why it will only give us this one. And if we see this one, this is the starting index, and we are not mentioning any ending index. So it will go till the last point as last as possible. And we are saying move backward, like move backward by one index. So it will start at fourth index, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, and here 4 is not there. So it will uh, like it will not it will start from, like, if you give some 10 also, it will not give any error. Okay, so it is just the starting index. So if it's not there, it will just skip, and whenever there is present at from that point, it will do -1, -1, -1, and give all those elements. So I hope this is clear for everyone. And similarly, if you wanted to sort the tuple, then you will not have any method within tuple. So you have to use some other function uh, from Python, that is sorted. And sorted will work in a similar fashion that list dot sort will work. And by executing, let's see how it will return the values. So if you see, I'm passing the tuple. So it is sorting the tuple and returning a list. If you observe, it is in square brackets. That means that it is a list. So basically, this sorted even if you pass the tuple, it will be returning as the list. So how to convert this into tuple again? You should pass it to this tuple function, which will typecast the list into tuple. So here what we are doing, I'm again using some sorted function on tuple. Here I'm mentioning that reverse equal to true. What it will do, it will reverse the, like, it will sort it in descending order, basically. And then this sorted will give us some list, and we are typecasting it into tuple, and I'm storing in this variable. So let's see how it will look. So it is just getting reversed, okay, because here it is already sorted, and Now we'll sort it again and we'll reverse it. So that is about it. And just think of it whether it will work or not. It will not work because it is immutable. If you try to delete something from middle, then it's not possible. And similarly, there is something called delete tuple. So we can directly do that because it is just removing everything. After that, let's try to print the tuple. You just guess the answer over here. It will raise to error uh, because it's a name error because we have already deleted it. So it can't find anything with variable name tuple. So it is giving us some error. So now let's see about some operator called as in. Okay. So uh, this in operator can be applied on all the iterable data types like list, tuple, and string. So let's see about that. So here I'm writing 5, 9, some tuples in which 76 is present, and there is string bias and 9.07. Similarly, there is a tuple 50 list of 98 parrot 1425, and there is a string that is Python string. So let's see how in can be used. So I'm telling that 5 in list. So it will be seeing this list, and within this list, if there is 5, then this will return true. Okay. If it is true, then it will be going into this if, and it will be printing the hooray. So 5 is there, that's why it will print this hooray. Yeah. So if you see, it's printing hooray. And I'm saying there is something called as not, which will make it work in reverse. So if we see in this tuple, we have parrot. So, but I'm saying not in. So this will give us false because I'm saying not in. If I say in, then this whole will return true because this parrot is in this tuple. But I'm here using not in, so it will work in reverse and it will return false. That's why it will go to this and it will print this chilaka. Okay, chilaka is a Telugu word of parrot. Okay, and similarly in this string, I'm saying if there is space, that means in this string, if there is space, then it will return true and it will print this Vaddamma, else it will print IIO. Okay, let's see. So it is printing Vaddamma. Okay. That is about this tuple data type. And in the future videos, we'll be seeing about other data types as well. And like there are several operations and if else's like this. So basically, I'll be introducing them in between like this, and you'll get to understand. If I didn't cover in any of these cases, I'll be doing some separate video on this if else for while all those loops and all. So we'll see them one by one. And I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you.